On February 6, 1958, one of the most tragic and widely remembered aviation disasters in history occurred when British European Airways BEA Flight 609, an Airspeed Ambassador aircraft, crashed during takeoff from Munich-Riem Airport in Germany. The crash claimed the lives of 23 of the 44 passengers and crew on board, including several members of the Manchester United football team known as the Busby Babes. This devastating event, later referred to as the Munich Air Disaster, not only shocked the world of sports and aviation, but also led to significant changes in runway maintenance and winter operations. The Airspeed Ambassador, a twin-engine, piston-powered aircraft, was a reliable and widely used aircraft in the post-war era, known for its versatility and durability. However, despite its robust design, the aircraft was not immune to the challenges posed by adverse weather conditions and the complexities of winter operations. Flight 609 had departed from Belgrade, Yugoslavia, with a stop in Munich, Germany, before its final destination in Manchester, England. The flight was carrying the Manchester United football team, along with supporters, journalists and crew members, returning from a European Cup match against Red Star Belgrade. The team had successfully advanced to the semi-finals of the tournament, and the mood on board was one of celebration and anticipation. As the aircraft approached Munich-Riem Airport, the weather conditions were poor, with snow and slush covering the runway. The crew, aware of the challenging conditions, decided to attempt a takeoff despite the adverse weather. The first attempt was aborted due to engine surging, a common issue in piston engines during cold weather. The crew made a second attempt, but again the aircraft failed to gain enough speed to take off. On the third attempt, the aircraft struggled to accelerate through the slush-covered runway, which created significant drag and reduced the effectiveness of the brakes and engines. As the aircraft reached the end of the runway, it was still not airborne. The pilot attempted to abort the takeoff, but the aircraft overran the runway, crashing through a fence and striking a house before coming to a stop. The impact caused the aircraft to break apart and burst into flames, resulting in a scene of devastation. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, but the intensity of the crash and the resulting fire made rescue efforts extremely difficult. Despite their efforts, 23 of the 44 passengers and crew died in the crash, including 8 Manchester United players and 3 club officials. The surviving passengers and crew were severely injured, and the football world was left in mourning. The loss of the Busby Babes, a young and talented team that had captured the hearts of fans around the world, was a profound tragedy that left a lasting impact on the sport and the community. In the aftermath of the crash, a thorough investigation was launched to determine the cause of the accident and to identify any contributing factors. The investigation was conducted by German authorities with assistance from British aviation experts. The focus of the inquiry was on the weather conditions at the time of the crash, the actions of the flight crew, and the adequacy of the aircraft's systems and procedures for winter operations. One of the key findings of the investigation was that the crash was primarily caused by the slush-covered runway, which had prevented the aircraft from gaining enough speed to take off. The slush created significant drag on the aircraft's wheels and reduced the effectiveness of the brakes and engines, making it impossible for the crew to achieve the necessary speed for a safe takeoff. The investigation also revealed that the crew had followed standard procedures for winter operations, but the intensity of the weather conditions had overwhelmed their ability to safely complete the takeoff. The investigation also highlighted the challenges of operating in winter conditions, particularly in airports with limited resources for snow and slush removal. The lack of adequate runway maintenance and the absence of advanced de-icing equipment had contributed to the difficulties encountered by the crew and had ultimately led to the crash. The final report of the investigation concluded that the probable cause of the crash was the slush-covered runway, combined with the limitations of the aircraft's systems and the challenges of winter operations. The report also noted that the crew had acted in accordance with standard procedures, but the intensity of the weather conditions had made it impossible to safely complete the takeoff. In response to the findings, the German authorities and the aviation industry implemented several changes aimed at improving aviation safety and preventing similar accidents in the future. These changes included the implementation of more rigorous runway maintenance protocols, the development of advanced winter operations, and pilot training. By remembering this tragedy, we honor the lives lost and continue to strive for a safer future in air travel. If you found this story impactful, please share it to keep the memory alive. And don't forget to subscribe for more historical insights and stories. Together, we can learn from the past and build a better tomorrow.